everybody, my name is Jen and this is Jen Geigley Knits. Welcome, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying cozy. I've made some progress on some of the projects that I cast on last week, and so that's exciting. Let me give you a tiny quick peek at what I made for Knit Collage. That's one of the things. I don't think I'm supposed to reveal it yet, but that was colorful and fun, as you could kind of see there. I have made a bunch of progress on my Maja light. Look how far. I'm getting way through the color work chart. There's not that much left. I don't know why I get a little slowed down on this one. It's just been kind of my, there if you need it project. I've taken it with me on the go, but it's always just kind of sitting around. I will do a row here and there or around, but it's looking so good that I just really want to get through it, knit the body and sleeves, which will be a piece of cake. And then look how beautiful. It's so great. This is Maja Light by Hélène Magnússon. There's also a cardigan version, and I think there's a heavier weight version, maybe like with the worsted. This is the DK version. And the sample that she has online is for this colorway is a t-shirt, which is really interesting. It's very, very cute. But I've decided I bought just a little bit extra yarn. I'm gonna make mine long sleeved. I still might I think there's a little bit of color work on the bottom of the sleeves, so I still might incorporate that. I have to look, but otherwise it could be all black, solid, but we'll see. And I'm just loving it so much. It's such a fun little thing to work on here and there. And I'm really motivated to get through the chart. I've also made some good progress on my Shaun pullover by Isabell Kraemer. Look how fun that is. I got through the short rows and I'm into the stockinette now and doing some sleeve and shoulder shaping. And this is the one that I'm doing with the Prada de Lana and the Isabell held together. I bought this at Rhinebeck, and so it's kind of a special memory yarn that I bought, and it's looking so soft and cozy if you can't tell. This is going to be one of those, like right now, what I need is like a cozy throw-on sweater like this. It's going to be fantastic. I can tell already. And it's got this really fun ribbing and shaping. And like this is where the sleeves are coming out. And it's really fun to work on, and it goes really quick. I moved up to a size 8 needle. I was working on a 7. I don't know. I still have to see where I'm at gauge-wise. I can't tell because I am holding, it's like 3 strands now together, which maybe is making my stitches a little bigger than I thought it was going to be on my swatch. You know how you get into the sweater and it's a little different sometimes. So I'm either going to stick to the 8 or the 7. I have to look again and see where my gauge is at on this stockinette now that I'm into that. But if it is, I don't know. I like the fabric on the size 8 needles, so I might stick with this. And I could just knit one size down, and I think that might be just right. So I'll kind of look at it and figure it out, but it's really, really fun. And I got a really solid start on my Waffle pullover. This is the Bang Out a Sweater knit-along project with Modern Daily Knitting, and I don't think it technically starts until February, so there's time to jump in, but I was just itching to get started because I already had the yarn. This is Jane by Modern Daily Knitting. This is their yarn, and it's the yarn that the sweater was designed in. And I just wanted to get going in case it takes me a little longer than a month to knit, because it's like, a month-long knit-along in February when I'm kind of busy. So I thought I would just start now, and it's really fun. It takes a little concentration. So I remember last week I was like kind of freaked out because I'd read some stories in Ravelry notes, as you do, that it can be easy to get tripped up. And I'm still not out of the woods yet because we're doing the increases and you're doing this mosaic knitting pattern where you're switching yarns, and we had short rows. So I did what a lot of people suggested in their Ravelry notes, and I did all the short rows in one sitting. So I waited until I had quiet time, because this is the first week that like my husband's back at work, Bowie's back at school. Lotus is around, but she's, quiet and kind of busy, but she's working off and on. So I had like a 2-hour stretch where I knew I was going to be by myself for the first time in since mid-December, when everybody came home and it was kind of loud and crazy around here. So I sat down and did all the short rows and the raglan increases and however that comes together in one sitting. And that was so smart because when you set it down, you're doing short rows and you're doing this back and forth. It is impossible to tell which side you were on if you set it down and don't remember where you were. So I was glad to get past that. And now I'm just into the regular raglan shaping. And yeah, it's like these little blocks, little dots or whatever they are stack up. And so you can tell, if something's not quite right, but it's been going really well so far. I really love these colors. It's shadow and citronelle, and it's really, really fun. Like it's kind of addicting to work on. So this has been a fun little thing to get started. Since I have a really solid start on all my other New Year cast on whips, I have decided, to do something else. I am going to see how many days it takes me to knit a with the band sweater, which is one of my designs for Knit Collage. It is long sleeve, raglan, big wide stripes, really fun but easy knitting. And I think I have knit one in 2 days before, and there's no pressure for me to do this. I just want to see how many days I can knit it in because I would like to bust it out really fast if I can, because I really want to wear this to Vogue Knitting Live in New York at the end of the month, and I would like to get it done now instead of waiting till the last minute. And so hang out with me this week and let's see how many days it takes me to knit a with the band sweater. I have just cast on like the neck and nothing else. So let's start and see how long it takes. How long do you think it's going to take? 2 days? 3 days? 3 days easily, I think I can do it. And it also depends on what pops up in our life in the next couple of days. But let's do this. Okay, checking in on day 2 of working on my with the band sweater. I did not get as far as I thought I would or I normally could in one day, but it's okay. My heart is honestly heavy because yesterday was the day that everything happened in Minneapolis. The news is rough, and yeah, I don't really avoid it. I read it. I don't try to let it consume me. It's tough out there right now, and thank goodness for our crafts, as lame as that sounds. Sometimes it can be a good thing to help us kind of get through these things, while also being aware and being, as involved as we can in our communities. And, it's tough. It's tough. There's no wrong or right way to go through these things. The Minnesota thing feels extra close to home because I have family there. I have tons of friends there. I used to live there. We are in Iowa, so we go to Minneapolis all the time. It's like our quick little destination. If we have a little day trip or a little weekend trip, we go to Minneapolis. So I'm there a lot. I have family up there. And yeah, my heart goes out to everyone in Minneapolis. It's devastating. It's horrifying. The more I read, it's, just breaking my heart. And if you're new here, I will just say it that I don't avoid politics here. I talk about what I believe. I don't stay quiet and try to avoid, tricky issues like this. I believe what happened in Minneapolis was wrong. It's horrifying. And I firmly believe that, and I'm not afraid to say that. And if you want to get into the whole thing, like politics don't belong in knitting, they do, and knitting is political. It touches every part of our life. Politics, whether you like it or not, it affects everyone in big ways, more now than ever. And so I don't avoid it. I'm not going to talk about it for 2 hours, but I'm not going to hide it either. I firmly believe in caring about your community and your neighbors and strangers who live in your city. And what ICE is doing is terrifying and illegal, and I don't support it. And so I just want to put that out there. I don't like wondering how people I follow, like how they feel about politics. I don't like to guess. And so I'm just straightforward with it. It's out there. Now you know. So anyway, that's kind of where I am mentally today. And again, it's like another dreary, rainy, cold. I'm freezing. It's just a cold, yucky day, but the best thing I can think of to do is to keep working on my sweater. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in 2 days like I thought. I still could potentially finish the body today. That's actually quite possible. These go so quickly. I think there's 5 stripes total in the body, and I'm on number 3 already. It's really not that bad. And then I could probably do sleeves tomorrow. That's not really that unrealistic, and I know I've done that before, so we'll see. But I am going to take the pressure off of like making myself finish in 2 days. It's okay. Knitting is a slow thing, and that is the joy and the purpose, and you know, it's not a race. So, and with that, I am now ready to divide for sleeves and body. And so I just found my barber cords, which I don't know why these disappear on me all the time. I cannot seem to find them when I need them. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go sit on the couch and put my sleeves on these holders and then crank out this body. Okay, now I feel like I've really turned a corner, just putting the sleeve stitches on holders, and I'm flying through the body. And so I do think it might still be possible that this week I finish the sweater. It might be 3 days. It doesn't matter. I do this to myself. It's fine. One thing I have to talk about. Okay, the stitch markers that come specifically with Knit Collage, I think they're the Cocoa Knits larger stitch markers. They look like this. They look like little rings. Like I can wear them on my finger if I want to. So these are the little metal stitch markers you get with a Knit Collage kit, or you might have them from Cocoa Knits, and you might have the smaller ones, or you might have the ones that look like flowers. Anyway, the metal ones specifically, and this size that I use all the time, I don't know where they go, but I lose them constantly. I don't know if they're just like disappearing into the universe or falling into my couch cushions or whatever, but I can never find them. And it's like something I struggle with every time I'm making a large gauge sweater like this. And so I have to find these stitch markers, which are my favorite. But the game changer has been this little case that I got from Della Q and Madeline Tosh last month. And I think I shared it then. This is part of the Della Q Glow collection, and they have a bigger train case now that I have my eye on as well. But I got to choose what I wanted, and I got the Maker's Buddy case. And this is the color Twilight, which you can see is very cool. It's like teal and purple and changes colors when you look at it. It is neat. So, but the best thing about it that I didn't even realize, like the thing I would love so much, is that it's magnetic on the bottom and the top. So I have a tape measure in here, my little scissors. I keep some darning needles in there. And then these are my metal stitch markers that stay in here and will not get lost or misplaced. And yeah, that is what I'm using on this sweater. And now I know where they are and I have a place to put them. And that's all I need is just like a specific place. But I love that they don't fall out. So I think that was my problem with my other storage places, or like my little pouches. I just kept losing them and I don't even know how. So anyway, this is like my new favorite knitting gadget. Okay, one little random thing. If you were following along here during Vlogmas, you might remember that my son Bowie is learning how to sew in his home ec, what do they call it now? Family and Consumer Sciences class in junior high, and they still do this, and I'm so excited. So he's sewing, and I am like I'm just over the moon about this because he's really good, and we've been sewing here at home too. But this is his bowl cozy that you heard him probably describing last month, he was talking about cutting out triangles and sewing all the pieces together. And remember, we were trying to figure out what it was. And then I had several home ec teachers reach out and saying, he's making a bowl cozy. And they were right. So this is his little turtly awesome bowl cozy. You know, he loves turtles, and you can tell he picked these fabrics. And he did such a good job. Look how cute this is. And then he eats ramen all the time. This is his favorite Ponyo ramen bowl, which fits perfectly in the bowl cozy. So it's very useful and practical, and he's been using it, and it is so cute. And then I saw his home ec teacher. I just keep saying home ec because I can't remember family and consumer sciences. It's of my era. But she said, wait till you see his frog beanbag little guy. And so this was yesterday, this came home. And it is so cute. Bowie named him Buttons. And look at this amazing fabric. Look how cute he is. And so he's filled with popcorn kernels, like seeds. And look how cute his little arms. And I'm like really excited about the sewing projects that are coming home. So that's super fun. Okay, it is pouring rain outside. I'm gonna get back to my sweater knitting. I'm not far off from finishing this third stripe. And then I have one more white stripe and one more black stripe, and then the ribbing, and then I'll be on the sleeves in no time. And so I am feeling really good about this. It's looking so great, and I'm so excited to get this done. Okay, so I'm obviously in my car in the pickup line waiting to pick up Bowie from school. And I just read a post from Lovey that said she saw someone commenting that it feels inappropriate to create right now or to make art right now. And that's how I feel. I totally feel that way. But she said that's wrong, that this is when the world needs our art and when we need our art and when it does the most good. Let me just read it. It was a good post. I can't read it because it's on my phone. Hold on, let me check it. So yeah, I'm recording on my phone, so I can't go read the Instagram post. But she said, this is when art is the most urgent. And then there's a quote by Toni Morrison. And let me review that, and then I'll try to quote that. So the Toni Morrison quote she used was, "There is no time for despair. We speak, we write, we do language. This is how civilizations heal. So we have to keep going. It's the smallest, weirdest little thing, but we can do it together, and we have to keep going." So I'm having coffee with my friend Emily, and we are catching up for the new year and knitting. We're knitting. And I have a whole sleeve. And I'm on the second sleeve. What are you making?
I'm making still the same cardigan, the Waffle cardigan from a million years ago. I'm almost done with the body.
Holy cow.
Eventually, I know the back.
The seam. Or not even a seam.
Yeah, it is kind of. Well, you know.
It's so cool.
I know, so that's kind of fun.
It feels like heaven.
It's so soft. I like it.
Oh.
Lots of ends. Lots of ends.
Wait, what does it look like when it's done?
Okay, so it will be.
Oh my god, super long. Is this California yarn?
Yes, Jeff. It's like 8 years old. I don't even know how long. Yes.
Oh my god.
And I've gone through like 8 skeins already. I know. So it's like, oh my god.
Okay, it is now day 3 of knitting the sweater. It is Friday in my world, and I pretty much have a complete sweater. all of a sudden. I knitted a lot yesterday and last night, and then this morning I met my friend Emily for coffee and knitted there for a little while. And so this sleeve is completely finished. Body completely finished. This sleeve is almost done. I just need a little bit more and some ribbing down here. And then I have to pick up stitches around the collar and knit that, and I'm done. That's it. I cannot believe it. That was so quick. Knit collage is surprising, and it's kind of my favorite to knit because it comes together so quickly and so nicely. And you know, this pattern is like a friend of mine now because I wrote this pattern and this is my 3rd time knitting it. And so we're besties and I love how it turns out. It's very predictable. I did make one size down from my Rhinebeck sweater because that was kind of oversized and I knew I'd want layers underneath it. And this one I wanted to be a little bit smaller and a little bit more cropped. I'm probably just wearing it with black jeans or whatever, or black pants. And it's a little bit shorter, but I don't think it's too short. And if I need to, I can add a little bit more black ribbing to the bottom. I don't know if I need to or not yet, because I have to try it on with the neck done, but it's looking pretty good. I would never add another 2 stripes because I want it to end on the black, and 2 stripes would be too long. And so if I need a little bit extra, I can add a little more ribbing to the bottom. Not a big deal, but I think it might be fine. So we did it. I'm gonna call this good, but I'm gonna go finish it really quick because I still have time today and get it all the way done. And I'm so excited and happy about this project. So this is my first knit of 2026 and it's a good one. Okay, I have a major game of yarn chicken happening right now, and I think I'm gonna lose, but I have a way to figure it out. I used the rest of my yarn to add an inch or 2 of ribbing to the bottom because I thought it was too short for my personal liking. And so I have a good 12 stitches at least left to bind off. And this is my tail, so I'm not gonna make it, but luckily I do have this much from my cast on at the neck. And I think that will get me through if I just kind of switch this over. So I'll make it work. Okay, full finished sweater with a collar, and even some of the ends are woven in 3 days. And I wasn't even pushing it. Like I knit a little bit the first day, most of it yesterday, 2 full sleeves today. And it's perfect. Sleeve length, perfect. I did add a little bit to the ribbing down here just because it was personal preference. It was fine before, but I just don't like it that cropped, just for, you know, general wearability. But they do stretch a tiny bit with wearing, but it is perfect. And I'll try it on in a sec. But I just want to say, if you need a little kickstart in your knitting life, or like a reboot, or you know what I'm trying to say? Like if you need to get your knitting mojo back, knit collage is kind of the answer. And I know this because I have finished 3 full projects in knit collage in the past 10 days. And it makes me happy. Sometimes it's the little boost you need if you've been working on something tedious and small that takes a long time. This is such a jump start, I think, and creatively, I mean, their yarns are beautiful, their colors are beautiful. And sometimes a quick little project just gives you, I don't know, it just kind of renews your knitting spirit. It definitely made me feel better this week when things have been heavy, and this has just been a joy to finish and work on. And it is my pattern, so you know, I'm a little bit biased, but I love it so much. I'm gonna wear this in New York City. Let's go try it on because it's finished and I did it in 3 days. Okay, it turned out perfect. It's perfect. Perfect sleeve length. It's perfect with that little bit that I added on the bottom. So it's like right at my hips. And I love it in all the colors too. Like I love the colorful versions. I've thought about buying like 5 skeins or maybe 6 and doing a multicolored version. I think that would be so fun. But I truly love the black and white, which was the original vision and my original sample. And I'm so happy to have this in black and white. I'm gonna wear it in New York City. I love how it turned out, and I made it in 3 days. That is all I have for this week. Thank you so much for hanging out here with me as I knit a sweater in 3 days in my favorite knit collage yarn, which is Spun Cloud, which I don't know if I mentioned earlier in the video or not, but you can find the yarn and their beautiful patterns on their website. I have an affiliate link below. And I just finished knitting something for spring for Knit Collage in this yarn in 6 different colors. So I'm a big fan. I love it very much. But yeah, thank you for hanging out here with me. Please like and subscribe. I upload a new video every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. So come back next week and see what I'm up to. But thanks for hanging out. Please stay cozy, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.